Hello and welcome to W R Davies Toyota and to this, the all-new Toyota Aygo Cross. This is Toyota's newest city car and it now features some micro SUV looks and it's packed full of technology. The new Aygo Cross is a direct replacement for the outgoing Aygo city car and it's based on the same underpinnings as the new Yaris and Yaris Cross. So as a result, it's bigger, it's chunkier and it's just a bit more bold compared to its smaller competitors in the city car segment. Let's start by taking a look around the outside of the new Aygo Cross. I think Toyota have done a fantastic job of making this car stand out in a really crowded segment of city cars. We've got this go-anywhere SUV style look that starts with this big black grille down the front here and this silver trim at the bottom. The new Aygo Cross also features these confident and sharp-looking LED headlights. Along the side, that micro SUV styling continues. We've got this black textured plastic all around the wheel arches, which accentuates the car's bulky curves. The side of the car is sophisticated, but very stylish. There's this nice kind of pattern and curvature within the body panels. What I really do like is this two-tone paintwork with the black roof that flows down into the rear quarter and then runs along this lower textured side skirts. I could say the whole car has this kind of go-anywhere SUV style vibe. And then as we step around the back of the car, well, this is where things become typical Aygo. We've got that classic glass tailgate and these nice curved LED taillights. There's also that cross design in these contrasting black and blue body panels that give it that kind of X feel, like cross design in the bodywork. I think the whole car has been updated and modernised and given that micro SUV makeover. It looks bold and it looks fun and exciting. There are 4 colours available to choose from at launch. There's chili red, juniper blue, ginger beige and cardamom green. And then there's a limited edition model, which is available in cardamom green with those rather striking orange details. You'll also have the choice of 17-inch or 18-inch wheels, and you can even option a fabric folding roof, which is extremely retro. The new Aygo Cross is notably bigger than the outgoing car. It has 11mm more ground clearance, which means it can, well, as the slogan says, drive tall. The wheelbase has grown by 235mm, and it's now 125mm wider. It's also 50mm taller, and that helps give the car that airy SUV feel when you get inside. Step inside the Aygo Cross and you're met with this premium quality interior. There's loads of quirky design features and the whole inside of the car just feels nice and comfortable. Now, I'm 6'3", and when I sat in the outgoing generation Aygo, I always felt quite cramped and, well, it comes with the territory of a city car and being a tall bloke myself. But when I sit in this one, I definitely feel that higher up seating position and that much wider space and cabin feel in here is much more airy. There's definitely more shoulder space between me and the passenger seat. What are my favourite features in here? Well, let's take a look around. We've got this lovely sporty steering wheel. I like this colour-coded touch here at the bottom of it. The steering wheel feels really sporty and nice in your hands as well. Got loads of controls on here for all your multimedia settings, your radio, your telephone. We've got radar cruise control. We've even got lane assist on this car as well. So there's a wealth of technology all at your fingertips whilst you're driving. I really like the dash, the kind of sunken dials behind that TFT screen in the middle. And one of my favourite features is this big oval infotainment screen in the middle. We've got the proper climate control systems, all these nice buttons and stuff. None of that stuff where some manufacturers are deciding to put their climate control systems within the infotainment and it all becomes a bit fiddly. This one's nice and easy and clear to use. We've got this 9-inch infotainment screen, which we're going to talk about in a bit more detail in a moment, because I just want to touch on the design of this dashboard, this oval design, a little bit more. Toyota have taken quite a bold step with this. They wanted to design an interior which made the passenger feel like part of the driving experience. They didn't want to segregate the two. So they've designed this long sweeping oval to include the infotainment screen to sweep across onto the passenger side of the dashboard to make sure that they feel like they are part of the journey whilst out and about enjoying the Aygo, which I really like because many manufacturers, as I say, tend to gear the dashboard up and twist it all towards the driver for that ultimate driving experience. But with this particular car, it's about everyone, including the passengers, enjoying the drive of the new Aygo Cross. Whilst we're in here, let's talk about some of the key features and the build quality. So as I mentioned, the steering wheel is absolutely wonderful. I love the feel of it in my hands. The leather's nice and soft. The stitching, it's a really sporty feeling steering wheel. We've got these lovely seats as well, this half leather, half cloth seats. They're really supportive and they've got lots of adjustability on them. You can raise the height, push them further back, pull them forward, all the adjustability you need basically to get comfortable. The doors and all the dashboard, they're hard plastics, but they don't feel cheap and nasty. They feel really well put together. The car doesn't have any notable rattles or kind of build quality issues that I can see. Everything feels well screwed together and very well built. We've got this wireless charging pad down the front here. We've got 2 cup holders as well in the center console. Everything's in nice, easy reach of the driver. We've got good sized door bins, electric windows and electric mirrors. We've got a good size glove box as well. Overall, the interior, I would say, is absolutely bang on. It is a very nice little place to be, and it would do anyone who's in the market for a city car absolutely brilliant. Now, sticking with the interior, let's talk about technology. I've already mentioned the fact it's got electric windows and electric mirrors and lane assist and cruise control, which is radar assisted as well. We also get active pedestrian avoidance for added safety. I've touched on this 9-inch infotainment screen, but let's just jump in a little more detail on this. So as I mentioned, it's a 9-inch infotainment screen, and it feels a little bit like a tablet that's been laid on its side here. It's really, really nice. I like the colours and the crisp display. This particular car has been optioned with the JBL stereo, which gives you these extra tweeters up here in the side of the A-pillars, and it makes the car, well, it gives it a little bit more oomph and bass when you're listening to your music. Talking of music, there's multiple ways of streaming to this car. You can just connect your phone and run with a standard Toyota infotainment screen. Alternatively, the car does also come as standard with Apple Carplay and Android Auto, and they're both wireless, which I think is a fantastic feature, because it gives you the option of using things like Google Maps in your apps and things like Spotify to be able to stream your music and find your way around. The car does come as standard though, like I said, with a navigation system if you don't want to connect your phone, and it gives you all these other handy features for things like your phone connectivity, just to use it for calling. You can stream your music as normal through the apps on your phone, and you've got this handy vehicle information setting here, which will give you things like your range, your current fuel consumption, the amount of miles you've done over previous trips. It's a really handy little system, and as I say, it's very clear, very crisp. I do like the look of it. Overall, I'm extremely impressed with the Aygo Cross's interior. It feels bang up to date. In the rear of the car, there's space for 2 passengers. There's also ISOFIX mounting points for child seats, and the boot capacity has increased on this car by 60 litres, taking it to a total of 231 litres. The Aygo Cross uses a 1-litre 3-cylinder engine, and it produces 71 brake horsepower and 69 pound-foot of torque. 0 to 62 takes 14.9 seconds. Now, whilst these numbers won't set any petrol heads pulses racing, the Aygo Cross is not interested in being a fast performance car. It really wants to impress in the economy stakes, and in that field, well, it's up there as one of the best. Toyota states 58.8 miles to the gallon and 110 grams per kilometre of CO2 on a WLTP cycle, which is mightily impressive, I'm sure you'll agree. Thank you very much for joining us on this walk around of the new Toyota Aygo Cross. If you want to find out any more about this particular car, or to book a test drive, please don't hesitate to contact the team at your nearest W R Davies Toyota.